Howdy, brothers. It's been a while. It has been a while, and my reasonings for that, number one, the main reason actually was just that I got very lazy, which, you know, is saying a lot because, you know, there's COVID going on, and I've just been inside most of the time anyways. And I'm not really guaranteeing that I'm back for good. I mean, I would love to. Right now I have the motivation to make a lot of videos and to just be consistent with you guys, but I don't know what future me's plans are, and I don't want to make any promises because that is something that I've done in the past and it fell through so many times. So, update. I am done with treatment this week. It's my last week. I've been doing PHP for so freaking long, you guys, so long. I was in residential for not very long this time, but PHP I was in for like 4 months, and I've been in IOP for a couple of weeks, and this is my last week. If you don't know what IOP is, I think I described it in another video, but I'll just say it again because you might not have seen that video. IOP means intensive outpatient program, and PHP is partial hospitalization program. For PHP, I was going there from 8:15 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. and I had 2 meals there and some groups. And with IOP, I go from 3 to 6, and I only go 3 days a week instead of 5. Well, so here's the thing though. Technically, I'm supposed to go there 3 days a week. I actually just haven't showed up for the past 3 Mondays in a row. So I've only gone there 2 days a week since I started IOP. I haven't called ahead or anything. I just didn't want to go. And I didn't feel the need to tell anybody that I wasn't showing up. Is that douchey of me? Or irresponsible? Or both? Yes, it is. But, you know, I have nothing to back that up with. I haven't really noticed it being very beneficial, but my treatment team has wanted me to stay there, so I have, because I like to listen to what they tell me now. Moving on. Sorry about the background. It is definitely not my normal background, and I didn't really feel the need to make it look fancy like I usually try to do. I wasn't feeling it. I will say that I did try to make a video for you guys. I tried to make a spa night video where I like showed you guys my weekly routine because I give myself like a pamper night once a week, and I tried to show you guys that, but who knew that I would be terrible at making those types of videos? Not me. So I spent from like morning till night filming this video, trying to get good angles, trying to do everything I could to make it look good for you guys. And it flopped. So at least, you know, I tried. Anyways, sorry that it took me so long to get to the topic of this video, but we are going to be going over, I just forgot what kind of video I'm making. I'm gonna be telling you guys some accounts to follow on Instagram and different podcasts and stuff to listen to that are very recovery-minded, recovery accounts, just all kinds of different types of media that have very recovery-minded stuff. I actually got this list from my treatment center. It was from a group, but I thought that it would be super, super helpful to share with you guys on my channel and a cool thing to make a video out of. So this video is actually going to be beneficial for me as well because I have not listened to these podcasts or TED Talks or follow these Instagram accounts, so it's going to be helpful. It's going to be a video for both of us. Isn't that great? The first one I would suggest following is Center for Change. That is where I went to for my eating disorder treatment, which, by the way, I'm actually doing like really, really good. Not that you asked, but I just thought I'd share. Number 2 is NEDA, which is the National Eating Disorders Awareness Place. They have a website. The next one is Beauty Redefined, which I don't follow, but I did check out their Instagram and I'm going to follow it. I just haven't gotten around to it. I don't know why. I was on their page. I literally could have followed them right then and there. But the next one is Nutrition for Hope, which I think that's like an eating disorder dietitian on Instagram, which would be super helpful to follow. And I also think that it's like really helpful to follow therapists that are eating disorder therapists on Instagram, just because they understand things well, and especially the ones that have previously had eating disorders. Those are the kinds of therapists that I like to follow on Instagram because I feel like the stuff that they share is the most meaningful. The next one is All Foods Fit. The next one is Body Meets Food. Christy Harrison is another one with the I in Christy taken out and replaced with a 1. Another one is Wild and Weightless, which I actually did check out their Instagram, and I think that their Instagram is pretty great too, which I still need to follow them. Don't know why I didn't in the moment. Another one is Project Heal, and my favorite is Jennifer Rowland. She is an eating disorder therapist who previously had an eating disorder, and I just think that she's super wise and insightful and shares really, really beneficial information, and just really like opens up my eyes, you know? So I would definitely suggest going and following her. She's pretty great. The other accounts I will just put up here for you to see because I don't want to keep reading them. It's a pretty long list, and we have a lot of other types of media to go over still. So I really think something's wrong with me. Sometimes my brain, it just does things, and I have no idea what's coming. The next thing that I'm gonna go over is workbooks. Workbooks, I think, are super helpful if you are going down the whole recovery path. A workbook that I really like is the Intuitive Eating Workbook. It has a lot of just little like activities in it to do, and it kind of just helps you scale where you're at. Another one is the Body Image Workbook, which I haven't actually purchased this workbook, but my therapist has printed out a lot of pages from this workbook, and we've done them together in sessions, and from what I can tell, it seems like a very, very helpful book, and one that I should probably consider investing in because my body image is definitely one of the hardest parts of recovery for me. Another one is called the Exercise Balance, and then the Mindful Self-Compassion Workbook. That sounds like a great workbook. I should probably get that one too. Dang, I like these ideas. Another one is 8 Keys to Recovery. That's another one. And then Food and Feelings Workbook. Yeah, there you go. Those are all of the workbooks that I know of. And actually, I didn't even know of all of them, but now I do. So, books. That is the next category. I don't really read. When I start reading books, I get very, very into them and I'll obsess about them for like days. But then after that, I won't read another book for who knows how long. A really good one that I've heard of though is Intuitive Eating. And that is aside from the workbook. It's a different thing, but I've heard that it's super, super good. So I would check that one out. Another one is Life Without Ed, which I actually own. And I started reading it, and then I don't know what happened. That was like a year ago, and I haven't picked it up again since. But I'm going to, hopefully, maybe this video will motivate me a little bit because we all know I need some of that. Another one is Sick Enough, which I've heard is very, very good. That is the one that I really want to read the most out of all of the ones that I've heard about. I've just heard a lot of good things about it. So I would definitely recommend it. Self-Compassion is another one on this list, and Body Respect, and then Body Wars. Those are other ones as well. Also, if you're wondering why I keep my phone like this close to my face, it's because I am blind. Not really, but I have such bad vision, and I don't know why, but I just have an issue with wearing glasses. I really need to, and I own them. I don't know. Something about them just really irks me. I love watching YouTube videos that are helpful and not destructive. Make sure that you choose good videos to watch because there's a lot of unhealthy ones out there on this platform. It is very, very easy to get sucked into negative videos on this topic. So just be safe and careful and do good things for yourself. Watch good things that are going to help you and not make things worse. Some YouTube channels on this list are Tara Bratch. Another good channel to watch is my channel. If you want to go back and watch some of my other videos, I would like to think are helpful. And another one is What Mia Did Next. I really, really like her channel. She just is like super recovered. She just has a lot of really interesting topics that she talks about on her YouTube channel. She really likes to just break down the barriers, and she opens up about things and is like very honest and communicative, and she's like very wordy. She's really good at wording things and just like strikes chords in me constantly, you know? She has a lot of really good insights, and she talks about topics that I haven't really heard people talk about very much, and she's not afraid to do that either. She's not afraid to talk about stigmas or taboo things. So yeah, check that lady out. Another good YouTube channel to check out, by the way, is Katie Morton. I love her. She actually is an eating disorder specialized therapist, and although she doesn't make videos on the subject as much anymore because she has grown a lot on YouTube and has grown in different ways, and I think that her channel is most beneficial if you are confused as to whether you have an eating disorder or not, and it kind of just helps you figure out what's going on in your head. Now I'm just gonna share some TED Talks with you guys. I haven't listened to these. I actually have heard some TED Talks in the past that I thought were really beneficial, but I have no idea what they even were or how to find them. I know that they're on YouTube. Sorry, that's really great information. Really just doing you guys a favor with sharing that. But I do have ones on my phone right here to share with you guys. The first one is why dieting doesn't usually work. Dieting is such a popular thing in our culture. That is just what so many people do and what so many people think works, and it's just so overdone. I think a lot of people could benefit from understanding why diets just don't work and why it's better to be intuitive and to listen to yourself rather than going off of what society thinks that we should be eating, how we should be eating, how we should be exercising. Yeah, I would love to listen to that, and I think that you should too. I could go into the whole dieting thing for forever. So if you want me to make a video on that, I totally will. Just let me know in the comments. Another one on this list is the power of vulnerability. Listening to shame is another one. And then the hidden power of smiling. Had to like get real close to see what that one said. Your body language shapes who you are. Those are all of the TED Talks on this list. I'm sure that there are many more that you could find though. Okay, moving on to podcasts. I just barely started getting into podcasts, by the way. The only podcast that I've been listening to is The Office Ladies, and I've been like listening to that constantly. So I have not listened to any of these or any eating disorder recovery podcasts, but I'm sure that these are very helpful, and I'm actually just gonna put them up on the screen right here because it's also kind of a long list. And I think that you could just benefit more from like screenshotting this and finding them yourself. Yeah. All right, that's it. That is all that I have to share with you guys today. I'm happy to be making videos again. If this sticks, hopefully it does. Future Tatum, you best believe something's gonna happen. Love you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments which of these you chose, if you chose any, how they helped you, and what you want to see next. What other videos like this would be helpful to you. Yeah, all right. Goodbye.